Anita Lopez. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, where we bring you news and information from people making a difference. Joining me today is State Senator Ted Harvey. Thanks for joining me, Senator.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you back here. Wanted to talk today about a bill you introduced this past legislative session, Senate Bill 8125, which dealt with the sale of pornography to minors. You want to restrict the sale of porn to minors. Second time you've tried to get this through and it's failed. So why? What is in the bill? What's going on? Because it seems pretty basic.
Right. Well, you would think so. Colorado is one of 7 states in the country where it's still legal to sell pornography to minors. So any child can go into your 7-Eleven, if 7-Eleven sold pornography, and buy Penthouse or Playboy or anything like that. They go into Virgin Records and buy hardcore X-rated DVDs, and there's no law prohibiting the sale of that information to kids. And I think any reasonable adult would agree that pornography is harmful to minors and needs to be restricted and not readily available to kids. And I carried the bill in 2004 to outlaw the sale, distribution, and display of pornography to minors, and there was a huge uproar about outlawing the display of pornography to minors, and so we couldn't get it through then. So I brought it back this year just to outlaw the sale and distribution of pornography to minors. And again, we were unable to get it through the legislature and even out of the Senate.
So why? What is the obstacle, or what's going on here that is not making it possible to get passed?
Well, one of the big issues is that the tattered cover in the bookstore took the original bill all the way up to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court ruled that you cannot deny a bookseller's ability to display material in a way that would harm their ability to market the material to adults.
Okay.
And certainly we don't want to restrict adults' abilities to buy material. That would be censorship. But I believe that, and the courts have ruled, that the states have a legitimate reason to limit minorities, or not minors, from getting pornographic material.
So are we talking about books here, or are we talking about magazines? Because there seems to be a very drastic difference, a literary piece of work and then a magazine with explicit photos.
Well, the Supreme Court has said you have to meet 3 criteria to deem the information to be harmful to a minor. It has to appeal to the prurient interest of a kid, so it has to sexually stimulate the child. It has to be patently offensive to the adult community. The overriding adult community would say that it's patently offensive, and it has to be that it does not meet any artistic or literary or political value. And so it has to meet all 3 of those hurdles to be deemed harmful to a minor. It can't be just one. It can't be it appeals to the kid's sexual interest and it's patently offensive, but is literary. It has literary value. If it has literary value, then it's not harmful to a minor. The courts will not throw it out. So it has to meet all 3 of those hurdles beyond a shadow of a doubt, beyond a reasonable doubt. And when you look at those 3 hurdles, it's really hardcore pornography, or not even hardcore, but Playboy, Penthouse, things like that. That is, the average adult would say, yes, that's pornography and needs to be kept out of the hands of a child. And the courts have ruled this is the way it has to be written. 43 other states in the country have done it. Aurora has passed even a more stringent policy on their books than the bill that I carried, yet we were still unable to get it passed here in the state of Colorado.
Well, thank you so much, Senator, for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm Anita Lopez, and you have been watching Comcast Newsmakers.